you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Michael Longyear, and I'm just applying for a job as a sporting assistant at your school.
Okay. Have you ever worked in a school before?
I have sort of as an assistant during work experience in like year 10.
Okay. Why have you chosen to work in a sports department of your school?
Because I enjoy sport thoroughly. I prefer to be out doing sports, football, basketball, rugby, even rounders, rather than being stuck in a classroom teaching like maths or English.
Okay, what is your speciality in the sporting department?
I'd say I've got two specialities: rugby and American football. And the reason for this is because I've played rugby since I was like 7, so I've got a very good knowledge of it. I'm a qualified coach, I'm a qualified referee, so I've got a very good basis of the knowledge. With the American football, I really enjoy it. I play it as well, so I've got a relatively good understanding. So I'd be able to teach it to the children, like roughly how they teach it fully.
What do you understand about your role in the school?
I understand I'd be here to assist all the PE teachers with whatever they need. So like if they need me to run a whole session, I'd have to do it. Or if they just want me to run a warm-up or a mini game for the kids, I'd have to do that. Also, I'd have to do some paperwork to help out, and if ever needed, I'd have to help with classroom.
If a child had an athletic fit, what would you do in that situation?
So what I'd do is I'd leave the child to finish the fit, because you shouldn't touch them, because it can actually cause a worse reaction. Then if they don't recover fully, like they're not sat up, they're not speaking, or they're not stood back up and walking around, you put them in the recovery position, you get the trained first aider, and if worst comes to worst, you have to call paramedics.
When you've been coaching or haven't coaching, what skills and tips have you picked up to help you in the workplace?
I think the biggest skill that I've picked up is like communication with everyone. So like how you speak to different people, because some people like a more firm voice, like tell them what to do, and some people like to be encouraged more, and that's what I'd say is the most important one. I've also picked up a good knowledge of how to like include everyone instead of including like certain people, because some people prefer to be straight in there and others prefer to be worked into the group.
Yeah. So what do you see yourself doing in 3 years' time, and how do you hope to achieve?
In 3 years, I either see myself at university becoming a teacher or having joined the Navy.
What's your typical warm-up before a session?
Typical warm-ups, depending on age. With a younger group, I'll get them to do a fun game, so I'll get them to do something like stuck in the mud if you're in primary school, but then I'll introduce, so you do different activities, so you've got to skip and other things like that. With an older group, I'd also do some stretches actually as well, but just simple stretches, nothing complicated. Then with an older group, I'll probably get them to do a small little jog, pulse raiser. Then we'll do some stretches. We'll probably do some dynamic and P&F stretches.
Yeah. Can you explain why you'd include certain components in your warm-up?
I'd include the pulse raiser just so you get the blood pumping. It allows your muscles to warm up and become prepared for the exercise. The stretches allows you to loosen your muscles, so instead of being all tight, there's less chance of injury.
Yep. Why do you believe that you're a good fit for this job, and why should we employ you?
Because I have a very good knowledge of the sport basis. I love to get involved with sport. I already work with children. I've had some very good compliments about it, and my knowledge would help improve the sporting department at this school.
Perfect. Thank you very much.